Hello friends, welcome back to math. Today you and I are going to do some addition using mental math. Let's go watch our visual learning video to see how.
What are some ways to add three-digit numbers? Let's find out.
I'm ready to roll.
Find 365 plus 196. The children have different ways of thinking about the problem. One child wants to add the hundreds first. The other child wants to think of numbers that are easier to work with. Either way will work to solve the problem. First, let's add the hundreds, then the tens, and then the ones. It will help to think of the numbers being added as sums of hundreds, tens, and ones. So, 365 equals 300 plus 60 plus 5. What is another way to think of 196?
We can break it down into 100 plus 90 plus 6 in expanded form.
$196 equals 100 plus 90 plus 6. What is the sum of the hundreds?
300 plus 100, well, 3 plus 1 is 4, so 300 plus 100 would be 400.
300 plus 100 equals 400. What is the sum of the tens?
6 plus 9 is 15, so 60 plus 90 would be 15 tens, which is 150.
60 plus 90 equals 150. What is the sum of the ones?
We know that 5 plus 6 equals 11.
5 plus 6 equals 11. Then add the sums. What is the sum of 400 plus 150 plus 11?
Well, I know 400 plus 100 is 500, plus 50 would be 550, plus 10 would be 560, plus 1 would be 561.
400 plus 150 plus 11 equals 561. So, 365 plus 196 equals 561. Let's see if you get the same answer using a different addition strategy. Another way to find 365 plus 196 is to use easier numbers. 196 is close to 200. You can think of 196 as 200 minus 4. So you can add 200 to 365 and then take away 4. What is the sum of 365 plus 200?
Select your answer.
Well, I know 3 plus 2 is 5, so 365 plus 200 would be 565.
365 plus 200 equals 565. Now subtract 4. What is 565 minus 4?
Well, 5 minus 4 is 1, so 565 minus 4 would be 561.
565 minus 4 equals 561. So 365 plus 196 equals 561. Is that the same answer you got before?
Yes, it is.
Both ways get the same answer. Now you know some different ways to add three-digit numbers.
And all of those ways that they looked at are things that we can do in our heads, which is what mental math is, remember? We can also double check ourselves, though, by using paper or a whiteboard. But those are great strategies to use, and we can use them for mental math, which is awesome. Let's go practice in our workbooks. Okay, we're starting on page 598 in our workbook, so pause me if you need to go turn to that page and get your pencil, and then once you're ready, come on back. And we're going to do these problems together. So we are going to use any strategy that we want to add, and then we need to show our work. So let's see, 223 plus 106. Well, I'm going to use breaking apart into place value. So I know that 223 is 200 plus 20 plus 3. And I know that 106 is 100 plus 6 with 0 tens. So now I can say 200 plus 100 is 300. And 20 plus 0 tens would still be 20. And then 3 ones plus 6 ones is 9. And I know that 300 plus 20 is 320, plus 9 more would be 329. So just like that, we just added up 2 3-digit numbers. Pretty easy. And there's lots of ways to do these, friends. How about number 2? Let's see, 149 plus 362. I'm going to do the same thing for this problem. I know 149 is 100 plus 40. I'm breaking into place value, plus 9 ones. And I know 362 is 300 plus 60 plus 2 ones. And now I just add up the place values. 100 plus 300 is 400. 4 tens plus 6 tens is 10 tens, which is 100. And then 9 ones plus 2 ones is 11. I know that 400 plus 100 more would be 500, plus 11 would be 511. Not too bad. We've already done 2 problems. Let's check out the next 2. We have 171 plus 202. I'm going to try and use easier numbers for this one. So I know that 202 is very close to 200. And I know that 171 plus 200, well, 1 plus 2 is 3. So 100 plus 200 would be 300. So 171 plus 200 would be 371. And then I need to add those 2 back in. So plus 2 would make 373. Pretty helpful. 373. Okay, last one here. 421 plus 397. I'm going to use the same strategy because 397 is really close to 400. It's only 3 more. So I'm going to do 421. So I'm going to do 421 plus 400. Well, 4 plus 4 is 8. So 400 plus 400 is 800. Which means 421 plus 400 would be 821. And then I need to take away the 3 that I added at the beginning. And I know 21 minus 3 is 18. So 821 minus 3 would be 818. Just like that. Not too bad. Just take some practice. Lots of different strategies though. Let's go watch one more video to see other ways that we could do it.
3-digit numbers. I feel like adding a couple today.
Adding 3-digit numbers? Isn't that kind of hard?
Not the way I do it. In fact, the way I do it makes it really easy.
Really? Show me! I can't wait!
Well, we'll add these 2 numbers together. 342 plus 175. We'll add the hundreds, then the tens, then the ones, then add it all together. So 300 plus 100 equals 400.
Oh, I see. I'll add the tens. 40 plus 70 equals 110.
Right. And now the ones. 2 plus 5 equals
7. So we have 400 plus 110 plus 7. That equals 517.
Great job, Alex. So 342 plus 175 equals 517. See, adding 3-digit numbers isn't hard at all. So that's one way to add 3-digit numbers. Another way is to add using easier numbers.
175 is 200 minus 25. So if I add 342 plus 200, I get 542. Oh, I get it. Now you have to subtract the 25 from the 542 to get the answer. Well, that's just 517 again. It's the same as before.
It sure is, Alex. 2 great ways you can use to add 3-digit numbers.
And I love both of them.
Okay, let's get some more practice in that workbook. We're going to turn that page. Let's do number 5 together. We're doing the same thing that we did earlier. This one, I don't see either one of these numbers being super close to an easy number, so I'm going to break them apart into place value. So 151 is the same as 100 plus 50 plus 1. And 324 is the same as 300 plus 20 plus 4 ones. So now I need to add up my place values. 100 plus 300 would be 400. 5 tens plus 2 tens is 7 tens, which is 70. And then 1 plus 4 is just 5 ones. So now I need to add these up. 400 plus 70 is 470, plus 5 would be 475. Just like that. So my answer is 475. You were going to try number 6 all by yourself. I would personally use easy numbers because 298 is really close to 300. But feel free to use either strategy that we've been practicing. Pause me, do your work, and come back when you think you have the answer. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to do easy numbers. So I know that 298 is really close to 300. 300 is just 2 more. So now I'm going to do 250 plus 300. 2 plus 3 is 5, so 200 plus 300 is 500. So that would be 550. And then I added 2 to 298 to make 300, so I need to subtract 2. And I know that 50 minus 2 is 48, so 550 minus 2 is 448. Not 448, 548, there we go, 548. That makes better sense. 548. Okay, there we go. Let's do number 8 together. We have 187 plus 246. Again, I really like breaking it apart, so I'm going to try that one for this. 187 is the same as 100 plus 80 plus 7. 246 is 200 plus 40 plus 6 ones. Now I'm going to add up the place value. 100 plus 200 is 300. I have 8 tens plus 4 tens. Well, 8 plus 4 is 12. So 8 tens plus 4 tens is 12 tens, or 120. And then 7 plus 6 is 13. Now I'm just going to add it up. 300 plus 100 more is 400, plus 20 is 420, plus 10 is 430, plus 3 would be 433. Nice. You're going to do number 9 all by yourself. Choose either strategy. It's up to you. Pause me. Come back to me when you think you found your answer. Are you ready? I don't see either one of these numbers being super close to an easier number. So I am going to break it down into its place value again. So 236 is the same as 200 plus 30 plus 6. And then 318 is the same as 300 plus 110, so 10, plus 8 ones. Now I'm going to add it up. 200 plus 300, well, 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's 500. 3 tens plus 1 10 is just 4 tens. There we go, plus 40. And then 6 plus 8 is 14. So 500 plus 40 is 540, plus 10 is 550, plus 4 ones is 554. These strategies make adding up big numbers like this super easy. 554. Okay, we are going to go down and do number 11 together. Okay, number 11. Jamal says the sum of 183 plus 198 is less than 300. Is Jamal's answer reasonable? Why or why not? So if we look at what our friend over here is saying, he's giving us a little hint. He's saying that both add-ins, the numbers that we're adding, are pretty close to 200. So if we know that 183 is close to 200, and 198 is really close to 200, we could almost do 200 plus 200 to see if our answer is less than 300. Well, 2 plus 2 is 4, so this would be 400. So I would say that it's not reasonable for Jamal to think that the answer would be less than 300 because both numbers are really close to 200, and 200 plus 200 is 400, which is way bigger than 300. So let's write out why we know that. Let's say both numbers are close to 200, and 200 plus 200 equals 400, which is not less than 300. There we go. We wrote out our work. We're going to turn the page and you're going to do one last problem. Okay, let's read number 12 and then you're going to solve it. It says 156 children in a school are girls. 148 children in that school are boys. How many children go to that school? So you are adding them together because you are finding the total number of students. So do your work, solve it with whichever strategy you like, show your work, and then come back to me when you have your answer. Okay, let's do it. So the problem is 156 plus 148. Now, I don't think that either of these numbers is super close to an easy number like 200 or 300. So instead, I'm going to break them apart. 156 is the same as 100 plus 50 plus 6 ones. And then 148 is the same as 100 plus 40 plus 8 ones. Now I'm going to add it up. 100 plus 100 is 200. I'm just going to write it over here so I can see it a little better. 200. 5 tens plus 4 tens is 9 tens, or 90. I'm going to fix that. So 90. And then 6 ones plus 8 ones is 14. And then I know that 200 plus 90 is 290, plus 10 is 300, plus 4 more ones would be 304. So in all, there are 304 children in the school. Fantastic work. Let's go check out your homework for today. Okay, here's what you're going to do today. You're going to go back into the workbook and finish up number 7, number 10, number 13, and number 14 for some more practice, and then go show what you know on the quick check. And after that, spend some time on Math Facts Pro practicing that addition and subtraction so you get faster and faster. I'll see you for a brand new lesson tomorrow, friends. Bye.